That's good. And
Alrighty,
we've got
guys. Thanks.
a hello
Yeah,
and a
nah,
shout out to
thanks
our
for listening. Oh my
audience.
God. Here we go. I'm going to slap you through the laptop.
Easy Talk is back, and as usual, I'm joined with by James and Curtis. Welcome, lads. How are we all?
Good, mate. How are you?
Good. How's it
I knew
going?
that was. I knew we were going to talk over each other.
Yeah, that's
That's
the
all
worst part about these Zoom podcasts. You can't, like, you stop and you're like slipping your clutch trying to talk. It's all over the place. But no, we're good. I'm good.
Everyone's well. That's good. Well, we changed things up a little bit lately, and we had me jumping behind the wheel of the Ranger, and we threw the keys to the family beast to you, the family puppy, and it was the MUX, James.
Mhm.
What did you think of it, mate?
Yeah, it was good. It was not my usual car that I drive as much as I like to, say that they're four-wheel drives. But, it's very, in the article that will get posted on this vehicle, it's not just, it's not really a four-wheel drive. It's not really a family car. It's a good mix of both. I enjoyed it. But yeah.
So, help me out. The Isuzu.
Mm.
What are the, I mean, there's an MUX. Okay, so that's kind of like a four-wheel drive looking thing. Have they got anything else?
Well, see, Isuzu have come out. They've always had their D-Max and their MUX. So the MUX runs the same 4JJJ motor.
Of
Well,
course,
that was for the 20.
one of my favourites.
Oh yeah, the old tractor. It's if you want to go off road, there's no drawbacks from it. Like you wouldn't hit crazy tracks, but if you're looking to go camp near a lake and kick back, it's definitely a good car to do it. It's got a really torquey engine and it's great for towing. So I can't see much wrong with it. It's just really what you're into, you know.
Fair enough. Would you put it up against something like a Kluger, or being Kluger's not into these, more a Prado?
See, I would almost put it up against more so the Everest. The Ford's got their Ranger and then they have their Everest. So that in terms of its competition, those two are pretty much, pretty similar in that sense. The Prado's a bit bigger and then your price range is a little bit different. The MUX is $54,990 brand new at the time from Pakenham Isuzu. And, the Prado, it's a little bit more expensive. It's a bit more refined. I think Toyota sort of refined the Prado, but it's definitely a good car. I think it's for what it is. It's a good package.
I saw the photos that we took or that you guys took of it when we had the demo. I guess it could look worse.
Yeah, definitely. And being a four-wheel drive, there's so much scope to how you want the car to look. Like, if you look at my BT50, if you look at a stock one, it doesn't look like a stock one. If you've got that off-road car, you can end up flipping on its head.
Yeah, and it's sometimes the simple things. A good set of wheels on it, tint the windows. In a white car, you'd probably go with anodized tow bar and bull bar, like the black look.
Clearly, Nick and I are just pretending to play in this field. But hey, Nick,
that's all right.
You've teased us a couple of weeks. Are we ever going to see a video done on what's behind you?
Yeah, you're slacking off. Me and Curtis have done them.
There will be one. We would normally be getting ready for some car shows this time of year, but unfortunately, because of lockdown, that's all changed a little bit, which it means that I haven't been able to get the beasts out and about. But there'll be a bit of a show because there's a few little routines.
What it does lead us nicely into is our question of the week. This week was the one that we've chosen from our viewers is the best places, or the best place we feel that we've ever driven. As you said, usually we might be getting out for some drives, but unfortunately we can't. So now's maybe a good time to think back to some good ones. What comes to mind for you guys?
I'll let you go, Nick.
Oh, you let me kick it off.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
I've been lucky enough to get a few drives, and one of my best drives, and I'll keep it to somewhere that anyone can get to, is the Macquarie Pass. So you head up the Hume Highway and into Wollongong, down through Illawarra, and even though I was from Victoria and I did the trip, I still rate that as one of the best drives I've ever done. So the Macquarie Pass for me, nice, twisty, Beautiful scenery, and you get to the other end, so you get down to the water there near Kiama, and it's a very, very nice spot. In fact, when I did do that drive, I did that in my GTO, which I thoroughly enjoyed. What about you, Curtis? You got anything for us?
I really hoped you weren't going to throw to me.
Oh,
This question made me realise how many, well, the lack of places I've driven. So really, I'm going to have to be quite basic, and say the Great Ocean Road. And it's basic as, but it's the best I can come up with.
It's a pretty good spot though.
It is a good road, but unfortunately, there's traffic laws.
Yeah, that's true.
But I did that in my car, which it's. I think when you're talking, or when I think of my kind of car, you can't beat winding, tight turns, winding roads. So I'm sorry, I don't have an exciting answer, but I think that's me. But I reckon James is going to come at us with this. You can go fast, but I can go anywhere kind of rubbish. So
yeah, it's a bit like that.
It's like Dead Man's Track or something like that.
Go on, hit us with it, James.
It's actually got not a similar name, but probably my favourite place off-road that I've ever been to was Mount Terrible, and I'm pretty sure on our Instagram account we posted a photo of that. I was 18, I was pretty fresh 18, and that was my first full drive trip I went on, like with me being the driver. And it was a decent track to get to. Like, it wasn't easy, and we got there right on sunset, and just the image of the sun setting over the rocks and that up on the top of a hill, like there's not much that comes over that. But there was also, on the flip side, more in Curtis in your world, I got invited to a drive day with Audi at Sandown, and there were no road laws, and we got to rip around the track in that, and an RS4 and a few other cars. And that was pretty wicked. That was pretty wicked, doing 250 an hour down a straight and no blue and red lights behind you. It was pretty awesome.
Well, that's even though we've got different answers, but questions of the week are great, and hopefully we get another few for our next episode, so that we can start talking about the things that you guys want to hear from us. So thanks for that question. Be sure to follow us on Instagram at Easyway Car Club, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is again Easyway Car Club. Let us know what you want to hear from us, and make sure you give this video a like if you did enjoy it, and leave us a comment as well if there's a place that you've driven that you thought was your favorite. So,
or even if there's a car you want us to talk about, if there's anything you want us to bring up, just let us know and we'll get onto it. Right, yeah. Exactly. Catch you later, boys. Catch you next time.
See you later.
No worries. Thanks, guys.